Hey. Hey everyone. Hey everyone. Hey. Good evening, everyone. I know I'm getting on kind of late tonight. It's been a crazy day, okay? Hope you guys are doing amazing. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear and see me perfectly. Thank you. Give me some likes, okay? We're gonna have a great discussion today. I hate that the title has a limited amount of characters, so I couldn't put the whole thing. So, yes. Thank you, Ebony. Thank you. Yes. If you guys don't mind, please like the video. We're gonna have a great discussion today. Let's get the likes up. Hey, everyone. Mitchell. Hi. Hi to the new ladies that are joining us, okay? Hope everybody's doing great today. Today, we're going to talk about, you guys don't see it? Okay, so today we're going to talk about why how to know your fibroids are shrinking, okay? Sorry, y'all, it's been a long day, okay? It's been back to back things, okay? Make sure you guys give me some likes. Let's get more women in here. So if you have fibroids, you need to be here, okay? If you have endometriosis, PCOS, ovarian cysts, you also need to be here. I want to give you guys signs that your fibroids are shrinking. So I know that you guys know I do these lives, if not every day, right? Give you guys value, and I know that a lot of you guys are on your fibroid shrinking journey where you're trying to get rid of fibroids. Okay, so what's the difference between the Restore Your Womb course and Detoxify Your Womb? Okay, so the Detoxify Your Womb is a program. It's a 3-month program. Actually, before April 1st, it is gonna be 4 months. So if you join before April 1st, but the Detoxify Your Womb program is our signature program. So it is 3 months long. It is the for people that want to get the most transformative results. It's that program for sure. 3 months, because it takes time, you guys, to adopt these habits and also to learn this stuff and also to implement it correctly and as well as see results. So it does take time. So yes, the Restore Your Womb course is 100% self-led. That's the difference. Hopefully that makes sense. So if you know that, listen, I need a coach, I need a specialist to help me along the way, the Detoxify Your Womb program, that is where you're going to get your most transformative results. That's where I've helped clients get the most transformative results. You have me there with you the whole way when you're in the Detoxify Your Womb program. Hopefully that makes sense, okay? All right. If you guys have any questions about my services, ask me, or anything related to this topic. We gotta talk about how to know your fibroids are shrinking, okay? If you're on your fibroid shrinking journey, put a 1 in the chat. We gotta get the likes up, okay? We only got 1 like. Come on, ladies. Let's get it up to 200 at least. Let's get the likes up. This is gonna be a really good discussion because I get so many questions about how to know your fibroids are shrinking. How to know your fibroids are shrinking, okay? So you want to, we're gonna talk about it today. I'm gonna answer you guys' questions. Like the video. Thank you, Varnish, for liking the video. I'm gonna answer your questions in a second. We want to stay on topic, though. I understand your friend is I know you talked to me about that, but we gotta stay on topic, okay? We gotta stay on topic. Your friend, send her my information. Send her my information. That's all you can do. I'm saying you guys gotta save yourself before you can save your friends. I'm telling you, we wanna. I do this too. We want to save everybody in the world, but we gotta save ourselves first. And if they don't want to come along on the healing journey, it is what it is, okay? So, yes. Okay, yes, let's get the likes up, Okay, thank you, Autumn, for the roses. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. All right, ladies, how to know, and we're saving ourselves. I love that. Just finished my salad for dinner. Oh, I love that. That's what I'm talking about, Ebony. That's what I'm talking about. So, we gotta talk about how to know your fibroids are shrinking, okay? How to know your fibroids are shrinking. Your body will show you signs. Before you even go to check, your body will show you signs that these fibroids are starting to break up, they're starting to shrink, they're starting to dissolve, okay? And I want to give you guys the signs, okay? Now, for those that are watching me for the first time, hi and welcome. Put a 1 in the chat if you're watching me for the first time. Okay, welcome. My name is Sasha. I'm a holistic woman wellness specialist. And what I do is I help my clients get to the root cause of the problem when it comes to fibroids, endometriosis, infertility, PCOS, ovarian cysts, any type of hormonal issues. I help them get to the root cause of the problem and heal the problem from the root, okay? Because listen, if you don't heal the problem from the root, the problem will just continue to resurface. We gotta get to the root cause of the problem. Okay, this is what I help my clients do, so they can restore their hormonal balance and get rid of these fibroids, shrink and dissolve these fibroids. Reverse PCOS, get rid of endometriosis, things that your doctor thinks that you can't do naturally, your body can do naturally. Okay, so that's what we do. Thank you so much, Marsh, for sharing the live. Share this with a friend that needs to see this. Okay, share this with somebody who's also on their fibroid shrinking journey, womb healing journey, and they need to see this. Okay. My friend had a myomectomy and her fibroids came back. That's what happens when y'all have these myomectomies. That's what happens. You know, share this live with her, send her my information. We have to stop getting ourselves, cutting ourselves. We have to start getting ourselves cut into, our wombs cut into. That is a disrespect to our body, actually, okay? Continuously cutting on our wombs, causing uterine scarring, and having these fibroids come back, okay? So thank you so much, Queen, for sharing. My brother just told me today that one of his friends he works out with had 2 fibroid surgeries. One of them was last month. He said, I need to send you my sister's information. Like, no. And he just, she was just saying, I had surgery last month. It's my 2nd fibroid surgery. He was like, oh no. We have to stop having these surgeries, okay? But let's talk about how to know your fibroids are shrinking. And if you're on your fibroid shrinking journey, put a 1 in the chat. Let's talk about it. I don't want surgery, so I'm trying to get to the yes. Tay, you in the right place, okay? You're in the right place. Make sure you're following me, and make sure you're also on my email list. You can click the link in my bio to join my email list, okay? So, how many fibroids are shrinking? First and foremost, you're going to feel a sense of wellness, right? When you are starting to eat better, when you're starting to rebalance your hormones, when you're starting to nourish your body, when you're starting to pay attention to yourself, because a lot of y'all are not, right? When you actually start to love on yourself, because that's what we're doing when we're on our fibroid shrinking journey, you're going to see a difference in how you feel, okay? So, first and foremost, your menstrual cycles. Now, I know that with menstrual cycles, not everybody experiences, irregular heavy bleeding with fibroids, but most women with fibroids have horrible menstrual cycles, okay? So if you bleed more than 4 days a month, that's way too much bleeding. If you have heavy days, I don't care if it's any of your days are heavy, that's way too much bleeding. That's hemorrhaging. So you're going to see a reduction in the amount of days you're bleeding and also the amount that you're bleeding. So you're not going to need all these overnight pads or these super pads or, all these, tampons. Like you're going to see you're going to see a real reduction in your bleeding. I had a client recently that just started working with me. What was it? In March 1st, on the 3rd week, her period went from 8 days to 4 days. Okay. And less pain. This is normal when your body's healing, when you're starting to rebalance your hormones. So you're going to see your menstrual cycle start to shorten. Okay, you're also going to see the pain that you used to have on your menstrual cycle start to subside. You're going to feel a lot better. You're not going to feel as fatigued, okay? Because a lot of women that have fibroids have anemia, and they feel so fatigued. When you have fibroids, you have mineral deficiencies, and a lot of times, especially women that's had fibroids for a while, I can kind of look at them and tell there's something going on because their face looks drained of color in a sense, right? They look drained. Their body is mineral deficient, right? Their body's dehydrated on a cellular level. So there's not enough nutrients in the body. There's not enough iron as well. So this is again, and this is gonna also too. You're gonna see this in your health because when you don't have enough nutrients in your body, when you don't have enough iron, your health is gonna start to deteriorate, and that's why you have women that have fibroids. It affects their mood. It affects, it affects their digestion. A lot of them have IBS as well. It's just all these issues, right? When you have fibroids. So I want you guys to really, keep that in mind. Fibroids is a full body issue. It's not just an issue that is just your uterus and that's it. It's just, you have tumors in your uterus and that's it. No, it's a full body issue, right? So this is, again, a reflection of what's going on in the liver, the kidneys, the colon, the digestive system, the lymphatic system. We need our organs strong to be able to, again, and healthy to be able to help our body get rid of toxins. But how is that happening when you have these fibroids, right? And when we have fibroids, again, we're dealing with clogged up, again, digestive system. We're dealing with a body that's not moving out waste like it's supposed to. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so when you start shrinking your fibroids, you're gonna notice a difference in your bowel movements and that your body's actually being able to release waste. Okay, make sure you guys are liking. Let's get it to 2,000 likes, okay? This is a really important topic because you have to understand a lot of things that you think are normal are not normal. They're because, again, they're a reflection of where you are hormonally, your hormonal health, okay? Because if you have fibroids, we're dealing with hormones that are out of balance. Okay? Let's get it up to 2,000 likes. So it's really important that and we talked about this last week, how dangerous it is to be estrogen dominant, which is the hormonal imbalance that you have when you have fibroids. We talked about the creator, the famous YouTuber that passed away from cervical cancer, and actually, she saw the first signs in her cycle. Okay, so I always say that Your cycle is your body's 5th vital sign. So when your cycle's starting to get better, when you're shrinking those fibroids, you're going to see, your body's also healing. So when you guys have these horrible cycles, these long cycles that last more than 4 days, these heavy cycles, anemia, all of this stuff going on, that's a reflection of what's going on also in your body. It's not just the fibroids, it's the whole body deteriorating. It's the toxins in your body, okay? Thank you so much, Marsh, for liking the live. Thank you. Let's get some more likes. Thank you, Tay, for liking the live. So it's really important that you realize this. Tips for bloating. And that's another thing too. So bloating is from inflammation. So what are you eating? Your gut health is in disarray. So what are we eating? Okay. How's our diet like? Because we're not supposed to ever be bloated. Did you know that? That means that your digestion is trash. You're not supposed to be bloated. So even on your cycle, they've normalized being bloated on your cycle. You're not supposed to be bloated during your cycle. Okay? So I want you to realize that. We have to understand what actually is true wellness and what is just symptoms from, fibroids, from having bad health. Okay? A plant-based diet makes me bloated. Okay, so what are we eating on a plant-based diet? I gotta ask more questions. Are we drinking enough water? Okay? So what's going on, Nels? I need some more information, okay? Because usually when people just mention a diet, I need more information. Like, what are you eating, and are you drinking enough water? You eating enough fiber, okay? So give me some more information. Beans and vegetables, that's it? Where's the fruit? Just beans and vegetables? How much water are you drinking on a daily basis? That's another thing. Okay, so ladies that feel pain during their menstrual cycles, okay, you're not gonna feel that pain anymore. You're not supposed to feel pain at any point, whether it's ovulation, whether it's before your cycle, you're not supposed to feel that. Whether it's your back pain, you're not supposed to feel that. So that is inflammation, that is estrogen dominance, okay? 80 ounces is not enough. It's the fiber. It's when you're eating fiber, when you're eating fiber, you're supposed to drink enough water to get rid of the excess toxins, right? So fiber is helping us cleanse the body. So if we're eating a diet, if we're not drinking enough water, then of course. And if we're eating beans and vegetables and not eating fruit, then you're dehydrated. So when you're dealing with bloating, most of the time for women, it's dehydration. Let me say this, if you've changed your diet and you're dealing with bloating, you're dehydrated. I would see that most of the time. When I start asking questions, I see why they're dehydrated, okay? So when you're changing your diet, you got to do it right, okay? This is why I say that, it's so important for a lot of people to have guidance. I'm not saying everybody needs guidance when they're changing their diet, but a lot of people do, because there's so many areas that they miss. Because we're embarking on a new diet, right? A new lifestyle, something that we're not used to doing. So it's easy to kind of have blind spots, okay? So, but just drink more. We gotta get that up to 128 ounces, and we gotta start eating fruit. A lot of them on a daily basis, okay? Let's get the likes up. 3,000 likes. Let's go. So, improved bowel movements. Did I say that? Improved bowel movements. A lot of you guys are constipated. A lot of you ladies are constipated. Thank you so much for the heart. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Nell. Oh my God, sorry, that was embarrassing. Thank you so much. No, not Nell, T British. Thank you so much for the heart. I really appreciate that. So a lot of you guys are constipated. So if we're only moving our bowels, once a day, and we're eating 3 times a day, where's the rest of that going? Some of you guys may be moving your bowels every other day. Where's the rest of those meals going? They're just sitting there. And if you eat if you eat dairy and meat and you're bloated, that's why. That's another reason why. Okay, so I want you guys to understand your diet matters. Okay, your diet matters. What you're putting into your body matters. Also, other things, your stress levels too, because if we have a lot of stress, then your digestion is not going to be smooth like it's supposed to be, because the body can't focus on digesting food properly when it's in fight or flight mode. That's another thing as well. Okay, so when you're shrinking your fibers, when you're shrinking your fibers, you're gonna notice that again, you feel better. For ladies that are overweight, you're gonna notice that you start to lose weight. If you have a fibroid that's pushing out, making your abdomen extend, you're gonna notice that your stomach is starting to get flatter. It's starting to, your stomach is not gonna be as big. The fibroid is starting to shrink. If you go to my page, and you look at my pin post to the left, you're gonna see my client who had a huge stomach. That was November when she first started working with me, my Detoxify Your Womb program. And then February, her stomach was almost flat in 2.5, 3 months. Okay, so when you're gonna notice these signs, if you have issues with your skin, you have any type of acne, or just dull skin, any rashes, you're gonna notice those things clear up. You start to look better. I've noticed a lot of people. Are my comments filtered? I don't know, Veronica. I haven't seen a comment from you except for now. Yes. Why is it I just came off and it was the nightmare for 2 days of pain and slow start? I'm tired of suffering, no signs of fibroids. Are you in Jamaica? Or are you in the US, T British? Veronica, ask your question again. I didn't see any of your comments. Does anybody have any questions? If you guys have questions, put them in the chat. TikTok is weird. Sometimes they'll filter stuff out, but sometimes I see it and I approve it. So I'm in Brooklyn. Okay. So you don't have fibroids. You just have a painful menstrual cycle. Is that what you're saying? Are you saying that you have a painful menstrual cycle, but you don't have fibroids? Do you have any reproductive? Okay, so that's estrogen dominance. That's a hormonal imbalance. So we still have to, we have to rebalance our hormones still, okay? Because what tends to happen is that when you continue to let this issue go on, it turns into things like fibroids or cysts or any of these other reproductive health issues. Because when we bleed, for example, if we're dealing with heavy bleeding, pain, on all these troublesome cycles, and we don't do anything about it, we continue to let it go on, things will get worse as we continue to let this go on. Drink guava leaf tea. That girl from Jamaica, I don't know. Okay. I don't know. I do, but okay. Listen, that's why I said, y'all, giving advice on here, let me give it the advice, because the people come on here and say, eat garlic, and I'll get rid of fibroids. So let me give the advice, okay? I'm the professional. But yeah, so when it comes to that, you want to be very careful. When it comes to, also too, just these remedies, you want to be careful. We got to address the root cause. What's causing my fibroids? Like how did they appear? You have to go back to that for a second and see, okay, I see what was going on in my life that developed these fibroids, or that just caused me to have heavy bleeding and bad cycles. So then can you see my comments now? Yes, I see this comment, Veronica. Veronica, just comment what you want to say. If my period was from February 20th, 6th of March, when's the next time it should come? 28 days after, or around 28 days after it started, okay? The first day. Stop eating red meat, no chicken. That's another thing as well, okay? It's another thing as well. But there's more to it than that. There's more to it than that. I emailed you last Saturday about your plans, was waiting for a response. I did comment. Oh, I didn't see, Veronica, I didn't see. Did you email me or did you send me a message on here? Okay, it's filtered. Did you email me or did you send me a message on here? Because I replied to all my emails I got this week. You emailed me. What's your email address? I did not see an email from you. Because I know I replied to all my emails for sure. What's your email address? And send me a message on here. And then as soon as I get off of here, I will email you, okay? I'll email you. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, I'm pretty good with my emails. So if I ever miss anything, just let me know and I will, But yes, and what was I going to say? So when we're dealing with fibroids, I want you guys to understand, when we're dealing with endometriosis, when we're dealing with heavy bleeding, when we're dealing with any of these issues, it's a full body issue. Never think that it's just your uterus and that's it. Or it's just I just have to get it taken out by a doctor and that's it. No, because when you go for surgery, you still are having these hormonal imbalances. You still are having these toxins in the body. You still are going through this stuff. And that's why, again, you're going to see women get fibroids over and over and over again. Okay, so 28 days from the 20th, correct? Or around that. It could be 29 days, 27 days, so around that, yes. Can you talk on UFE? I had it last January. I don't recommend it. I actually think it's probably worse than a myomectomy. Women have UFEs, they get the fibroids again. They grow. I mean, it is something that is another temporary fix, and actually can be very dangerous because if they're freezing blood vessels around, like in your uterine area, it can be very risky. Okay, I've heard women have really bad side effects. One of them is excruciating pain from heavy bleeding to discharging every single day. There's really bad side effects from that procedure. Now, if you've had it, you have to do a lot of cleansing. Okay. But what would you take to heal it after we have to do a lot of cleansing. Lots of cleansing, and rebalancing of the hormones. Because again, you did not address the root cause. You want to address the root cause when it comes to fibroids. My period has been less and better since okay, that's fine, but we still have a lot of work to do, Veronica, okay? Because we don't want to get fibroids again. And as somebody that's, again, had a myomectomy and had them grow back, at first, this seemed like things were getting better, and then boom, all of a sudden I started bleeding for like 3.5 months, and then had fibroids again. And that's why I would not recommend anybody get any of these procedures. They don't address the root cause. They make it easy. Your body's already in a weakened state when you have fibroids, so then you put it in a more weakened state by having these weird procedures, okay? So, according to my calendar, it's been 39 days since the first day of my last period. Okay, well, Okay, so what's going on? Like, do you have fibroids, Damon? I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right, but do you have fibroids? Do you have any reproductive health issues, or is this something that just first time started occurring? First time. First of all, are you pregnant? Okay, that's number one. I gotta ask that first and foremost. So, when your fibroids, listen, another thing too, this is everybody, when you're first time ever, okay, so find out if you're pregnant. If not, we want to rule that out first. And then, have you been stressed? Okay? Have you been stressed? What's going on? Okay? If you've been under stress, that could be it. Because stress will always throw your cycle off. And also, stress feeds fibroids. So that's why I say, for women in general, for everybody, you have to make sure that you are you're managing your stress levels correctly. Because a lot of women, they just live their life being stressed every single day. Okay? So hopefully that makes sense. Dealing with infertility testing is the work. Okay, there we go. I'm tired of seeing those negatives. Okay, well, you could be pregnant. Okay, you could be pregnant now. But if not, I know the whole process of trying to get pregnant is very stressful. Okay, I've worked with many women who were on their journey of trying to get pregnant. It's very stressful, right? And we get in our heads with that, right? Because we want a baby so bad, right? And I totally understand. But at the same time, there has to be, and this is what I work with my clients, there has to be also, the body won't get pregnant if you don't feel safe, if your body doesn't feel safe. What I mean is that if you are, dealing with a lot of anxiety and a lot of pressure and a lot of stress due to wanting to get pregnant, which a lot of women are, right? It's going to be very hard for your body to get pregnant. And we don't want to even get pregnant in that state. So I have to, for a lot of my clients who are trying to conceive, I have to help them too with their emotional health, emotional well-being. And I want to say this too. You don't even want to look at your journey as trying to get pregnant. You're going to say, no, I'm getting pregnant. I'm getting my body ready to get pregnant. So also shifting your thinking as well. Because we're so, again, that's why I feel like the whole trying to conceive community, I'm going to be honest with you, is a little bit toxic because it's like all these heightened emotions, right? All this, and nobody is, and a lot of people aren't coaching with, okay, we have to, because when people typically get pregnant when they're in a relaxed state, do you know a lot of people get pregnant when they're not trying, when they've given up, they just get pregnant? The body has to be in a relaxed state. So we want our baby to grow in a healthy body. Your mood, those things, and what state that you're in when you conceive, you're passing those things on along to your baby. Did you know that? So if you're stressed out, if you're, let's say you in a bad relationship, if you're not happy, you're passing those things on to the fetus as well. Okay, so we want to be in the journey to get pregnant should be a beautiful journey. It should not be pressure, stress. It shouldn't be, oh my God, scarcity mindset because of time. Because a lot of people too are trying to get, they're in scarcity mode. No, we got to erase that, okay? So, Oh my God, I love this. Yes, because it's so, I can't wait to I can't wait to be able to invest in your program. I would love to work with you. And that's something we would heavily work on as well as your diet, lifestyle transformation. But literally, we cannot, that pressure, that stress about, I gotta get pregnant. I got about a couple more years left. You know, my biological clock, that's fake. That biological clock is fake because you can control your own fertility window. Did you know that? A lot of us, with our diet and stress and lifestyle, we cut off our own fertility clock. We cut it off. We cut it off short. When you're healthy, when your body's healthy, when your hormones are in balance, when you're fibroid and cyst free, guess what? That fertility window, it grows. Okay, so I don't want anybody to really be in scarcity mode when they think about getting pregnant, or I hate that I'm stressed. You shouldn't be, you don't want to be stressed. The only voice I see speaking on this, it's so important. That pressure, that longing. First of all, when you're desiring something, you're never supposed to be in a longing or desperate state. You're not supposed to be. And this could even go, well, you guys also think about when you guys are trying to manifest or whatever, or wanting to get married, right? The ones that are desperate, typically they either make a bad choice, or they don't get what they want, right? Or they just settle for any old body, right? It's just like when you're getting pregnant, you don't want to be in that desperate state. We want to be healthy, okay? We want a healthy baby. We want to nourish a healthy baby. We want, so we have to get out of that desperate longing mode. Okay, thank you for coming on live and helping us women. We need you. Yeah, I try. It ain't easy because I was busy today, but you're welcome. You're welcome. That's why I do what I do, because I know that there's women out here that needs to hear this message. Make sure you guys are on the email list as well. My email list for sure is really important because you guys want to know when I'm going on live, because my times are just all over the place. Okay, I don't have a set live time. I just tell my email list and that's it. Okay. Do you guys have any questions? Are you available in my state for counseling? I don't do counseling unless it's like for clients. Like I'm not a counselor, y'all, but I do help my clients with some mindset work because that's important when you're healing the womb, for sure. But I don't just do counseling, no. So yes, but I am, what's ovarian failure? The issue with the ovaries, typically, again, something else that can be resolved, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. But typically, if it's premature, then it's happening at an early age, 30s, typically 40s. I heard UFE can put you in early menopause. Absolutely, it can put you in early menopause. UFE can put you in early menopause, and it has put a lot of women in early menopause. Absolutely. What are some tips? What are some tips for what exactly? I made you sad. How? How did I make you sad? I have one fibroid and it's small, but I need help. I'm just tuning in. Jada Star, you're in the right place. Make sure you're following me. Make sure you also click the link in my bio to join my email list. So when you have one fibroid and it's small, we got to start doing the work now. We don't want it to grow. There's somebody that also too that commented on one of my posts that she has 2 fibroids and they're small. She's freaking out. You don't want to freak out whenever you find out you have fibroids. What you want to do is like, okay, what's the game plan? What's the game plan? Okay. What is the game plan? Would you be able to help even if we had UFE? Absolutely, yeah. I've had clients that had UFE. I had a client that had 2 myomectomies that had scar tissue, and we got rid of that. Okay, so absolutely, yeah, I can still help you. Because you're gonna need some help because that stuff can throw things off. Okay, because they're putting literally big like plastic particles in your we gotta cleanse that out. For getting my body healthy and prepare. Oh, sad because you don't have the face-to-face counseling. You are powerful. I don't have counseling, but I have clients. So if you can benefit from my services, I really recommend joining my Detoxify Your Womb program. That's for women that are ready to shift. Okay, it's not for women it's for women that want to heal, get rid of fibroids, restore hormonal balance, get pregnant. Because I have helped many women get pregnant naturally. Okay. And so one of them was infertile for years. The other one was trying for a whole year and almost about to do IVF, but then join my program instead and got pregnant. Okay, she said she already had her baby. Okay, so use as Black women need a safe space. Well, all my clients are Black. I'm here for everybody. Now I will say that, but they do. You're right about that. I totally understand. But at the same time, I'm on here for free. Okay. So utilize me here by the same, I do have clients as well. So if you want to be my client, yes, you can. But email me. Do I have to stop meat completely to eliminate fibroids? Yes. Great question. Animal products. Yes. Yes, you do. Now, you do. It's just, I have to be honest with you. You do. You do have to stop animal products because you have to understand, right? When you have fibroids, we have a backed up digestive system. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up, y'all. Let's get the likes up. You guys are enjoying this live. Let's get it up to 5,000. Come on, let's get the likes up. We're not even at 5,000 yet. I would like to be in your email. Yeah, click the link in my bio, Drew. You can join my email list, okay? Let's get the likes up. Let's get it up to 5,000. Come on, guys. Let's get the likes up. Veronica, thank you so much for liking the live. Come on, ladies. Let's like the live. Let's like the live. All you have to do is tap the screen to like the live. That is free, y'all. Come on. Let's do that. Thank you, Jada, for liking the live. Thank you. Let's get it up. Thank you, Cash here for liking the live. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Okay. So, yeah, you don't want to do meat, honestly. We have to look at the chemicals we use in our skincare and wash thing. Yeah, now, I don't want you guys to feel like you have to live in a bubble, but you want to start on the important things first. And yeah, we have to start looking at things that we weren't normally looking at. Absolutely. You know, because there's so many chemicals in these products and, you know, whether it's, you know, face wash, even skincare products, you know, even sunscreen lotion, things like that, like, you know, house products, you know, you do have to be careful. All those cause hormonal imbalance, not just diet. I will say this though, when your hormones are imbalanced and your body detoxifying itself every single day and you're doing the right things, you're able to combat those things more because we live in a society where this is toxic. We have more toxins out now than ever before, more chemicals out now than ever before, more than it was during the time our ancestors was here. But when your body is detoxifying itself, when your elimination pathways are open, and your body is like, again, not in, you know, in being is able to rest and digest the food properly and not in this heightened fight or flight mode, then guess what? Your body can deal with those toxins a lot better than somebody that's just, you know, out there and just doing whatever. That makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense, okay? So, yes, because I want to get pregnant. Absolutely. And let me tell you something. Instead of saying I want to get pregnant, I'm trying to get pregnant, I want y'all to say I'm going to get pregnant. If you are a woman, if you are a woman and we were designed naturally to be able to get pregnant, you can get pregnant. Don't ever let anybody say you're infertile, tell you you're infertile, okay, or you're never gonna have a baby. We all know how many, you know, many women who have been told they're never gonna have a baby, they end up having like 3-4 kids, okay? Don't ever let any doctor tell you that. If it's that desire is in your heart to be a mom, it's gonna happen, okay? But I need you to work on yourself as well, okay? I want you to work on yourself as well. It's your job as a mother to be in a healthy space mentally and physically also too, because we're gonna be the vessel for that baby for 9 months. 10 months, actually 10 months, because it's 40 weeks technically, okay? So get your body in a healthy state. Can you help if I had a myomectomy? Absolutely. And the guy fibroids again and one and gone. Shanda, absolutely. I told you about my client that had 2 myomectomies, uterine scarring. They saw cervical cancer. They saw adenomyosis. What else? And just low AMH. She was just like, she came to my program like, this is my last straw, okay? Came there. I would say the first, thank you so much for the heart. Thank you, T. British. The first 3 months, we struggled with the mindset. Her mind wasn't there. But that last 3 months, she killed it. And the last 3 months, guess what? After the 3 months, she went to get a full sonogram. 3 of the fibroids was gone. She only had 1 left that was a tiny, like the size of a peanut. And I'm sure that's already gone by now, because that was like August. So I had to follow up with her. She also had the uterine scarring was gone from the last surgeries, was gone. Her AMH levels had increased, okay? They said that they saw all these healthy follicles on her ovaries. She was like, oh my God, your uterus is healthy. Her uterus was no longer enlarged. It had decreased to regular size. And she was her mindset was so much better. She lost weight. She felt so much better. The anxiety, depression all subsided. Like she just felt better. She was happier too. And she was like, wow, I really feel like my body can finally heal. She was like, the last, they didn't, oh yeah, let me say this too. They didn't see no signs of cervical cancer. Okay? They saw no signs of adenomyosis. No more, like, before they were like, oh, you think you may have. I said, they think? That's okay. We're going to take care of that. No signs of it. No signs of it. Okay? So when I say the body is powerful, the body is very powerful and can heal, but you have to provide the right environment for it to do so. Okay? So how do we know if it's a hormonal imbalance versus diet? Generic user. Part of your hormones being imbalanced does require you to have a good diet. So if your hormones are out of balance, for majority of people I've seen, it's diet and more things. It's not just diet. Don't just focus on diet. It's everything in general, right? Lifestyle, diet, and mindset changes. Diet is just one factor, okay? It's just one factor. If you don't address everything else, you're not going to see much of a difference. I'm going to get pregnant. I love that. Exactly, Jada. You're going to get pregnant. I have a hormonal balance from birth control. Okay, mammy, birth control will do that. Birth control will do that. So are we off birth control? Because if you guys, that's another thing too. If y'all are on birth control, get off. I'm telling you, it's toxic. Hey, I had fibroid in 2022. It was 3 centimeters, 3.5 centimeters. It was painful. I had surgery to remove it. Okay, so what are you doing to prevent them from coming back, Tootie? What are you doing to prevent them from coming back? Have you made any changes? Because when we have these myomectomies, we're more susceptible to getting them back. Some people, few months, some people, couple years, okay? So we have to make sure we get ahead of that, okay? You still have hormonal imbalance that cause fibroids to occur. You still have the root causes there, okay? We don't want that to manifest into fibroids or another estrogen-dominant condition. So if you didn't take care of the root cause, you got a lot of work to do, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. How can I regulate my hormones? Oh, hold on. eBay, but why 400 to 2K for help? Okay, I'm thankful I'm not affected, but dang, I know someone who needs the help. Okay, eBay. It's always one. Okay, let me say this, right? I do these lives for free. I have a YouTube channel. I give a lot of free value to people. Now, if you want a course that has lots of packed with information and also a program where I'm coaching you, yes, that does cost. Now, do you ask your doctors why does IVF cost $30,000 per round, or why does myomectomies cost $18,000? No, but when it comes to holistic healers, we want to, ask and bully them to have low prices. It's not going to happen. Okay, so if you don't think it's worth it for your healing, that's fine. But other people may find it worth it, okay? It's not for everybody. You can come on here just listen to me. There's people that's just listen to my lives. They don't buy anything. That's totally fine, okay? I'm over here, and I do these lives almost every day. So these questions like that really irritate me. You can't question somebody about how much they charge. Either you want it or you don't, and that's fine, okay? Maybe my patience is short because I had a long day, but I'm just saying that to me, that's crazy to me. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's my price, okay? Okay. Last week I had a $27, mini course, and a lot of people bought it. And I said it's retiring. So I do things like that too for people that can't afford it. I have people that can't afford me that have been following me for years and getting results. Okay, so what is your training? You know what? Okay, does anybody have any questions related to the topic? I renounce. Okay. Because I will not be on here and be bullied, okay? Let's ask questions related to the topic. If you're not familiar with me, when you're not familiar with somebody, how about actually going to their profile and looking and seeing their results and, certifications? You could do that instead of getting on live and asking. Like, that's so unprofessional. That's ridiculous. And I always say my certifications and everything in the beginning of my lives, okay? So, does anyone have a question? Now I have a hormonal imbalance. So you want to make sure that you get to the root cause of the problem when it comes to your hormonal imbalance. Again, just like fibroids, right? So if you have a hormonal imbalance, you're seeing, just your cycles, or you just feel off, we have to restore your hormonal balance. So this is diet and lifestyle changes, okay? Yes, I was was on the implant for 5 years. Wow, that's a long time. That's a long time. That's a long time to be on the implant. So we don't, listen, if you're on here, you're on birth control, we gotta get off birth control. We gotta get off birth control, okay? So, and I'm sorry y'all had to address the trolls. I'm sorry. Next time, I'm just gonna get them out of here. That's all. Because they just shift the mood, and I don't like that. Now, for people that's dealing with bladder control, from bladder issues, from fibroids, that's another thing you're gonna notice when you start to shrink, when your fibroids are shrinking. We know that with fibroids, for some women, if they're pushing on the bladder, that it causes like frequent urination. You may feel like you can't control it sometimes, right? So what does that mean? That means that once you start to get to shrink that fibroid and it starts, coming off that bladder, you're going to see that, okay, you're able to have more control and it's not so frequent anymore, okay? Is there such thing as too much fruit? No. Yes, I have bloating, cramping, back pain from now I have a hormonal imbalance. So we definitely want to heal that for sure and restore your hormonal balance, okay? How can I regulate my hormones? So I do have a course that's amazing for that takes you through the whole process, that has meal plans, that has trainings, that takes you through the whole process of healing your hormones. Because this is really important when we talk about how to heal the hormones. If I sit here and just tell you, you'll probably forget by the time you get off this live, right? You want to make sure that you're actually implementing it as you're going along and in the course. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay. Does anybody have any questions before I go? But make sure if you guys are interested in these and also these lives, make sure you join my email list. Click the link in my bio, join my email list. Okay. And so you will be alerted when I go live, and also you'll be in our community as well. You guys will get the emails as well. Okay. Because we don't know how long TikTok will be here. We don't know how long TikTok will be here. Okay. Nobody else has any questions? I went to a fertility doctor and he told me I have unexplained fertility. What should I do? Okay, so I want to address this. There's no such thing as unexplained fertility. Typically, from the most part, it's from a hormonal imbalance. It's from estrogen dominance for the most part. Now, of course, I would have to ask more questions to find out what's going on, but it's never unexplained, ever. You have to understand, we were designed to be able to conceive. So if you're not being able to do that, and let me know how long you've been trying as well, there's the issue there. It's all about when they want you to do these fertility treatments, they're going to tell you that unexplained. They may say, oh, your age or this or that. They're going to make all these excuses, right? Because they want you to go over and do the fertility treatments. But they don't tell you that we're pumping your body with synthetic hormones. They don't tell you that you're still, a lot of women that have had fertility treatments, they're not in the best health because they weren't able to get, they're not I've been trying for 4 years, I'm 35. Okay, 35 is still young. Okay, 35 is still young. So there's a reason why you're dealing with infertility. It's never unexplained. And I'm telling you this as somebody that's helped women get pregnant. There's always a reason, okay? Never just, it's unexplained. Never look at it as unexplained. Okay, so, and I was just saying earlier how one of my clients, she tried for 4 years. She was married. She gave up. She had one child. She gave up. She was like in her late 30s. And after working with me, the next month she got pregnant. Her baby is like 1 now. So, hey, Shanti, infertility is at. Thank you, Marsh. So, you can, okay, so a lot of people look at it as an age thing, but I'm telling you this as somebody that's a holistic womb specialist. There's women that come to me in their 20s, sending messages dealing with this stuff as well. The same thing that women in their 30s and 40s are dealing with. So it's not an age thing anymore. And fertility and age, I'm going to be honest with you, don't have much to do. Chronological age, they don't really go hand in hand. It's your biological age and fertility. Because that's going to determine what state of health that your body's in, your biological age, not your chronological age. But we focus so much on our chronological age instead of focusing on the health of our body. Okay. Hey, Shanti. Hey. Okay, does anybody have any questions? I'm about to go off the live. It's late, y'all. I had a long day. Had a long day. We're going to come on here tomorrow. Hopefully, no trolls this time, okay? 'Cause, 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 Yes, that's why. Are you on the email list, Shanti? Because if you're on the email list, then you'll get the email like at least 30 minutes before the live. So make sure you're on the email list. So I don't see any more questions though, but so that's it. Again, join the email list. Click on my bio, join the email list. Now, for women that, are wanting to really start their fibroid healing process, are really wanting to really have a protocol on how to shrink and get rid of their fibroids, look at some of the courses. It's not, how do I join the email list? You can click the link in my bio. You're going to see where to subscribe to the email list. So you can check out the courses. In their self-study courses, I have my Restore Your Womb course, self-study course, and the 12 steps on how to shrink your fibroids full bundle course. Check them out and see if it's for you, okay? We've gotten women many results, okay? If you're interested in working with me, Veronica, I don't know if she's still on here, send me a message. Send me an email if you're interested in working with me, okay? To get rid of fibroids, to get rid of, to rebalance your hormones, to get to the root cause of your fertility issue, to enhance your fertility, to make it more easier for you to conceive, okay? To reverse PCOS, endometriosis. These are things that we have done in the program, okay? So, and if you join before April 1st, you get to be in the program for 4 months, okay? That's the March special, all right? We got a few more days until that's over. I think, yes, Sunday is March 31st. That's the last day. How do I fix scar fallopian tubes? We have to restore your hormone balance and get rid of the inflammation in the body in order to unblock the tubes. But it can be done, for sure, okay? Even if it's scarred, yes. I just talked about my client earlier that she got rid of uterine scarring. But it does take a lot of work, for sure, okay? So if you're interested, send me a message, and that's it. I don't see any more questions, so we're gonna go. Have a great night, all of you guys. I'll be back on here probably tomorrow morning. Join my email list. Click the link in my bio. Join my email list, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.